What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Thursday, or is today Thursday? Oh no, today's Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday. I want to get into my overnight play on DSCR. I also want to get into GVSI, a multi-day breakout. That's pretty much all I traded. Oh, I did make a trade on RGBP. It didn't really work out, but I want to get into all that. But before I do, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market, and I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So, that being said, let's just get right into it. So I want to get into GVSI first. I did an overnight play on DSCR, but it pretty much broke even. I think I lost like 60 bucks on it, something like that. We'll get into that in a minute. But GVSI was a multi-day breakout, and I freaking love multi-day breakouts. As you can see right here, broke the high here of this day, and then we had a beautiful run. Now, man, this is kind of the ups and downs lately I've been having, and I've noticed I've been going red, and if not red, losing profit when I'm up on the day. So on GVSI, on my P&L, I was up about $2,400. Okay, and I just was riding this in and out, just buying it after the break. I initially bought it here on this dip, rode this, took some profit, bought it back, rode it, lost some profit. Like, I've been trading it all day, and then got it back in this grind action over here. As it was grinding back here, boom, got up to about $2,400. Then I got in again here, trying to, thinking that, okay, it could pop again. And then it winded up tanking right in the last final few minutes of the market close. Like 2 minutes before the market closed, it started tanking. And it pretty much gave back a lot of my profit. So as you can see right here, total on the day in this account, I made $1,824 on this account. But like I said, this open position is minus 560. So if you added that, that'd have been close to $2,400. And then I decided to go ahead and buy it for an overnighter because I thought it was maintaining, and we could get a squeeze in two accounts. So this one winded up going minus 375, and then this one minus 380. So add that all up, I made roughly about $1,000 on GVSI, when the reality of it was I was up $2,400 on it, which put me up $2,000 on the day. But I just kept going at it, man, and I noticed that's something I've been doing a lot lately. Psychologically, I believe it's because, for me personally, I'm over this PDT rule now in one of my accounts, and it's almost like that trader addiction, man. Like, I just, I want to be in the action, I want to be trading. And instead of just walking away when I was up a good profit, I was up about a little under $2,000 on the day, and I could have walked away. I still winded up finishing green, but yeah. So took that, just over trading, man. That's what it comes down to. And then as you can see, I'm gonna change this to my overnight play on DSCR. It didn't necessarily gap up. It had a spike and a drop. Winded up losing $88 in this account on DSCR on my overnight play. And then this account on as you can see right here, DSCR, I made $25.88. So yeah, somewhere around like 50 something dollars, $52 or something like that. Or actually $62 I lost on that overnight play. So that's no big deal, man. But it's the over trading that keeps getting me, that I've been noticing lately. And then I also had a trade on RGBP and took a $339 loss on RGBP. Traded this one multiple times. This one was also my overnight play. RGBP was my overnight play, and it was gapping up beautifully. I was like, cool, man. I woke up this morning and I seen my P&L was up $700. So I was like, cool. And that was at a bid of 255 by 275. So I was thinking, okay, well, if it hits 275, that's going to be about $1,100 to start my day. Awesome. And then when it opened, it didn't work out that way. I wound up being, I sold half my position for a profit. And in all reality, again, over trading, I could have, sold my whole position and walked away with probably like a couple $100. But as it kept dipping, I was like, okay, this is going to give me a dip buy opportunity. And it just never did. It just failed. And I kept sizing in. As you can see, I bought a total of 800,000 shares. I just kept buying 100, 200 shares at a time as it was dipping, thinking I was going to get a nice bounce. And it just never bounced. So I winded up taking a $339 loss, when if I'd have just stuck to my original plan and sold my 500,000 shares right at the market open, I would have probably had a couple $100. But no, I kept buying and buying and buying as it's dipping, and it just never bounced. It just kept dipping out for the rest of the day. So turned a green into a red. And then, just like I was talking about with GVSI, overall on the day, I believe I finished with like $600 profit, somewhere around there. But again, man, like it's just over trading. I could have finished today with $2,000. Like I said, I was up 2,400 on here, and now total profit was $1,000. So I gave back $1,400. I was up on RGBP a couple $100. But again, gave back that couple hundred and then went minus $300. So it's just over trading. And so it's something that I have to get used to and just go back to sticking to what I'm best at. The good part about it was, as I was grinding in here, I kept buying the dips and I kept adding more profit. So I mean, as you can see, I traded nearly 3 million shares, and I was buying them like 200,000 shares at a time. So I was just buying the dips because I was keeping a heavy eye on the level 2 and the bid and ask, and it kept getting heavy on the bid sides and kept popping, upticking on the ask. And I winded up grinding it out to the point where I was up $2,400. But then boom, in the very last 2 minutes of the market close, because if we look here, the last time we had a multi-day breakout was here. Very similar to what we see here. Had this nice huge run. A pop, a red day, and then we had a breakout. So very similar to here. It had this nice big run, pop, pulls back, and then boom, breaks out on the second day, pretty much just like you see right here. So in my mind, my thought was, okay, cool, it should close around right here. I'm gonna buy more shares for a potential gap up, because that's what happened here. Went from 174 and gapped up to the 2 cents. So I figure, okay, we could potentially get a gap up, and that'd be cool. And then it just fucking dropped off last minute to go, to take away, like I said, 375, 380. What's that? That's like 755 plus this 8. So about 30, gave over $1,300 back in 2 minutes at the market close, when I just grinded out to make $2,000 on the day. I just gave back $1,300, a little over $1,300, to finish with a little over $600 profit. And since we're trading OTCs after commissions, it's probably less than that. But I'm going off a net on my net on what I'm making. But yeah, man. So a lot of over trading, man. This GVSI was really great. I kind of regret buying it, in this last 5 minutes, because I started buying it around, I started buying it in here and then I bought it in this candle actually, because let's see, where was my entry? Let me see my entries. 284.5 and 291. Yeah, so I bought it like within the last 5 minutes, like my typical overnight play I do, in this candle right here. 3 minutes, and then just the last minute just started cracking, man. And ooh, man, just watching that, give back, nearly $1,400 after I just grinded out all day, was in front of my computer all day to make $2,000, and then just basically gave back a little over $1,300 to finish with a little over 600. you know, that kind of stings a little bit, man. So hopefully it will gap up, and then it just dipped even further. So if you see, it closed at 278, and now we're seeing the bid and ask at 27 by 272, which is why my P&L actually dropped even further, because it was actually closed, you know, where this was about 300 and the other two accounts were about 180, and then it kept dipping. Even, you know, the bid and ask were dipping even below. So I mean, that's not a good sign. I may get a gap down tomorrow, you know, and I may take a huge loss tomorrow. You know, only time will tell. But you know, that's pretty much how my day went. You know, up $2,000 and gave it all back in the last 2 minutes, just to finish with about $600. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my analysis. Again, if you made it this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You can't stop Mafia is a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. So DSCR, pretty much break even on the overnight. RGBP, you know, could have been profitable, but wind up trying to buy up shares, dip buying it, and never went nowhere, so went minus over 300. And then GVSI made 1,000, but gave back $1,400 in the last 2 minutes of the market close to finish my day with a little over $600. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I'll be sure to keep you updated as much as possible. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.